Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Missy Cooking on a Budget, and I'm Missy. Now, hopefully you'll see video number 1, because when I went to go look at it, my volume wasn't working again, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm going to try to do my first voiceover. If I'm not able to make that video go out, I desperately need you guys to know what I did to make this brine. So I'm just going to go over it real quick. So over here in this pot, I filled it up to about 3/4 of water, and it's pretty large. So right here, that was water. I took 3/4 cup of regular table salt, put that in. I put in 2 tablespoons of celery salt, 3 tablespoons of poultry seasoning. I put in 2 oranges and 2 onions. This is going to come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, I'm going to shut it down, put it to the side, and when it's completely cooled off, I'm going to pour it, in the bucket with my turkey, with a bag, a 5-pound gallon, a 5-pound bag of ice. Oh, the other thing I put in here, I'm sorry, was a quart of apple cider. You can use apple cider, apple juice. And I will pour the rest of the apple juice in there. Everything will go right in there. I will clean it off tomorrow, rinse it, and then we'll go on to the next step with the turkey. So that's important just in case my voiceover don't work. So now I am going to bring you over here because we're going to do the meat stuffing. Now, meat stuffing, like I said, is a prominently, well, you didn't hear what I said, I guess, prominently French dish as far as I know. So, and I'm trying to downsize it because we're just having a small Friendsgiving. So in this pan right here, I already washed and cut 7 pretty large potatoes, and they don't have to be, you don't have to get them tiny, you just want them in the pan. The next thing I'm going to do is throw in, because my husband does not like the taste of biting into an onion, I'm going to throw in 3 of my ice made up onions that I freeze, that we turn into a puree or a paste. So we got 3 of them in there. The next thing is we're going to put some water on top of them. We're going to throw in some salt and pepper. Just a little bit of salt. And we're going to throw in some black pepper if I knew where it was. I got so much going on. All right, I will find my pepper, but we're just going to leave it for now. So we're just going to fill that same pan about 3/4 full. I see the pepper. I got to go around you to grab that. Excuse me. We're going to throw some pepper in here. We're going to throw in, it's still frozen, but that don't matter. This is 2 parts hamburger and 1 part pork. We're going to throw that into the same pan. Now, I'm going to put it in when it's all done, I'm going to put it in a regular pan. My mother used to put it in a pie. You can do either one, but we're just going to have it in a regular pan. So then we're going to throw in, this is the key ingredients. Now, when I lived down south, I was unable to get this stuff. You can get it on Amazon now. And what happened was my kids just mailed me down some from up here up north. Now down south, I used the regular that was my first Thanksgiving there, and didn't realize that I was not going to be able to buy this. I just bought regular poultry season. It's okay, but the flavor profile I am looking for is this stuff. And I don't know what's different about it, but it is. Rosemary. They both got rosemary. This one has marjoram. This one has marjoram. Nutmeg. No nutmeg in this one. and black pepper, thyme, and sage. This one has rosemary, oregano, sage, ginger, marjoram, thyme, and pepper. So this one's got ginger in it. That's the difference. But anyways, and with this recipe, there's no exact measurement on this bell seasoning. It is all about smelling it. You smell it, and you can smell this really, really good. That's the amount you want. I'm going to put in some now. I'm going to let it cook. I'll add some more. I'll add the another ingredient that you have to wait to add. I'll add some more. So it's not something that I can't tell you the measurements. So we're going to start out with about 3 tablespoons. Oh, the smell of that is wonderful. This is going to go on the stove. And every once in a while, I'm going to come by with my manual masher and keep mashing it together. So obviously, you know, it's going to be about 10-15 minutes before the potatoes start to break down to be able to do that. Once I'm able to get it completely, almost all, not quite all mashed, but almost quite mashed, I'm going to take little pieces of bread that I've thrown in the freezer over the course of the year and start breaking that into this and mash. Then I'm going to add a little bit of butter. I'm going to keep adding the bell seasoning, and that's what we're going to do. That's how you make meat stuffing. So I'll bring you back when I do get to that point where I'm starting to put in the bread and mash a little bit. But right now, we're going to get this going on here. All right, so that's going. And like I said, I'll bring you back when that's ready to add the next steps of it. If you've never had meat stuffing, try it. It is delicious. Everybody loves it. So, and like I said, I'm trying to pare it down a little bit because we don't need a big, huge one because it's, you know, it's just for a couple people tomorrow. But even if it comes out big, me and my husband will eat off that for a few days. We absolutely love it. It's delicious. And it's really a meal in itself because you've got the hamburger, you got the pork, you got the potatoes. You can throw on a side and eat like some corn or something if you want to. You don't need to. And you got some bread in there. But it's the most delicious stuffing. We look forward to having it every Thanksgiving and Christmas. And, you know, you can make it all year round, but that's the treat of it, that you're only getting it a couple times a year. This year, I am going to get it more than that because we will make it over my son's house also. But I want to show you guys how we make it. All right, so I'll be back in a couple minutes to show you the next steps of this. And remember, Jesus loves you. Okay, we're back on the meat stuffing. We're going to see how much we can start to mash up a little bit. Yep, it's starting to go through the potatoes. I'm going to just break up the meat. And at this point, we want to throw in some more of that bell seasoning. And again, I just can't give you measurements because it's a smell thing for me. So we just keep on mashing that down. But does it smell delicious? So I'm going to throw in some butter at this point. A couple tablespoons. I'm going to start taking, right here, I got a couple of biscuits left over from the other day. We're going to take that, and we're just going to break it into it. And then I have some hamburger buns that were in the freezer. We'll take a few of them. So there's no, you don't have to use exact bread. Whatever you got. Things I throw in there right before we didn't use them, but they're not bad yet. It's really nice if you have some like the baguette crusty bread, which I usually do, but I do not. So, and the pieces of bread, that don't matter. And again, I cannot give you the exact amount of bread we're going to put in here because it's just, it soaks up the juice. And we just keep mashing everybody together. And we're just going to keep letting that happen. Throw in a little bit more. Ooh, drop my hand towel. Let's pick this up. Oops. I'm going to throw in a little bit more of the Bell seasoning. Another tablespoonful. All right, we're just going to let this cook away. Reduce a little bit. Let the bread sop up some of that juice. This is my favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal, is this right here. I'm going to say that about 5 other dishes, but this is really, it's not Thanksgiving unless we have this on the table, I feel. Okay, we're going to reduce the heat a little bit because we don't want it to boil over. And I'll bring you back. I'm probably going to have to throw some more bread in, but I'll show you how it, it all comes, it congeals, I guess you'd call it. And then we'll bring you back. All right, guys, so just so busy, and I forgot to film, but I just kept on adding bread till it sopped it up. Now I've got it in this baking dish. Gonna put it in the refrigerator. Tomorrow, again, I will put it in with the other items while my turkey is resting. But this right here is all-time absolute favorite. We love it, love it, love it. Without this, really, this is what makes Thanksgiving for us. I could actually even skip the turkey and just have this, but that's okay. So this is gonna go in the fridge till I'm ready to cook it tomorrow. I may add like a couple little pads of butter to help it brown, and that's it. So there's our first stuffing, and we call it a meat stuffing. Remember, I love you. More importantly, Jesus loves you.